For my next couple blog posts, I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'll be showing a video series that are composed of interviews from people at NWH Modelling, talking kind of about, their modeling careers and how they got into modeling, but most importantly, about expressing their individuality. So to show that, I've asked them a couple questions about stuff that they've had to go through in their life, and I'm hoping that hearing their stories and hearing them talk will encourage people to just embrace themselves and embrace their own individuality. Because when I see these people and I hear their stories, and even just being around them, you can tell that they really show what it is to be themselves and to embrace their own individuality, and how important it is to really live your happiest life. So I hope that through these videos, people will be encouraged to stop living up to everyone else's standards and just kind of embracing themselves and embracing their differences, embracing their uniqueness, embracing their flaws, and just learning to live their lives without having to worry about hiding themselves or not showing certain parts of themselves because they feel ashamed or not confident enough. So I hope these videos inspire people to be confident, embrace their individuality, and really live a happier life.
My name is Norman Hector, and I am 54 years old.
Hi Norman, how did you start modeling?
I started modeling back when I was a young boy. Le Chateau used to be located in Market Square, and in my past life, somebody that I lived with and of course spent a lot of time with managed Le Chateau in Market Square, and I started modeling way back then when I was a young boy, when Market Square had Le Chateau in there.
All right. So what does NWH mean to you, Norman?
What does NWH mean to me? That is a good question. NWH means possibilities, means happiness, means hard work, commitment, drive, determination, all of those things.
How did NWH get started?
NWH got started back 15 years ago, actually, because I'm celebrating my 15th year. And NWH got started back about 15 years ago. After I'd started doing shows and doing fashion shows, I thought, you know what, there might be a need to focus on some of our talent that's here in our city. So I started with 3 girls at the Forest Glen Community Center out East St. John. Never thought anybody would come, but I started with 3 girls back out at the Forest Glen Community Center, and that's where it started.
Awesome. Who is your role model and why?
I have many role models, but I would have to say my biggest role model would have been my mom. My mom supported me through every idea, everything that I've ever done, and she passed away last year, and she always said to me, and she was always so proud because she would be the first one sitting at my shows, watching the models come out, and she would always say to me after the shows, I so enjoyed coming to see what you do and what you love to do. And I could only do it because I had her strength and her support, so she would be my biggest role model.
Right. So name something unique about yourself that once brought you down that you've learned to embrace.
Well, there's a couple of things that are unique about me that have brought me down. But I would say being a black man. People judge you before they know you. You are cast on a different coin. You're looked at differently over something that you have no way to change. And of course that brought me down because people would always judge me, and they would always, come to a conclusion because of the color of my skin. And that made me really sad because I wouldn't even open my mouth, but they would automatically already have a judgment on me because of the color of my skin. Of course things have changed, but that did bring me down, and it made me feel really bad because I wouldn't have gotten into bars because of the color of my skin. I wouldn't have gone to parties because of the color of my skin, and all of those things happened to me. Bullying because of the color of my skin, all of those things happened, so that did bring me down.
All right.
But clearly I've embraced it.
Awesome. What would be your advice to anyone considering doing modeling and pursuing it as a career?
You know, every day I talk to my models that are in Toronto, modeling, you know, big time. And every day I say to them, my advice to you is to stay strong, stay determined, and always remember that you've gotten there because of your hard work. Never give up.
All right. What do you hope for your models here at NWH?
What do I hope for my models here at NWH? I hope for all of them to be just simply happy and comfortable with who they are and embrace whatever opportunities come their way, whether it be through university, whether it be through modeling, whether it be through jobs that they're going to get through this platform. I want them to all have happiness and success.
All right. Thank you very much, Norman.
You're welcome. Be you.